Hello, Quimi lovers! I am the Dr. Bere and welcome once again to your space Quimiqueando con la Doctora Bere. Have you ever wondered what really happened at the molecular level when you cook rice or pasta? Even though it seems like a simple process, one of the most important reactions in food science. Today, I'm gonna explain what happened as I cook, and I promise after this video you'll never look at rice or pasta in the same way again. But first, put on your safety goggles and join me on this fascinating scientific journey.
Hydrolysis is a chemical reaction in which water breaks bond between a molecule. In rice and pasta, those bonds belong to starch, a very long chain of glucose units. As hot water enters the grain, water molecules split between those bonds and begin to separate them. This not only changes the internal shape of the starch, it also alters texture, absorption, and firmness. In simple terms, when you cook carbohydrates, water doesn't just soften them, it chemically transforms them. Inside rice and pasta, there are thousands of starch granules, tiny energy capsules. Starch is made of two main structures, amylose, a long straight chain, and amylopectin, a highly branched dense network. When raw, these granules are tightly packed like tiny compressed beads. Their molecules hardly move, which is why the water can easily penetrate. This compact arrangement is what keeps raw rice hard and raw pasta rigid. Everything begins to change only once heat is applied. When rice or pasta is heated, starch granules start moving faster. As the temperature increases, the granule walls become more flexible and begin allowing water inside. Once they reach their critical point between 60 and 80 degrees Celsius, depending on the cereal or pasta, genitalization occurs where granule walls loses its rigid shape and its internal molecules rearrange. This process turns a hard grain into a soft, fluffy one and makes pasta go from brittle to flexible. This is the moment where the texture changes permanently. The food will never go back to its raw state. Rice has a special characteristic. Its structure allows water to enter gradually from the surface toward the center. During cooking, part of the starch, especially amylose, leaks into the water and forms a thin film that helps keep the grains from falling apart too quickly. As heat continues, internal starch granules keep absorbing water, expand, and the texture becomes softer. If rice cooked for a long time, the internal structure weakens so much that the grains lose their shape, stick together, and develop that pasty consistency we've all seen. In short, in rice, the balance between water, time, and heat determines whether you get fluffy grains or a creamy mass. Unlike rice, pasta isn't made only of starch. When wet flour mixes with water, a gluten network forms a protein structure that works like a flexible skeleton. This network surrounds the starch granules and controls how much they can expand when hot water enters. Thanks to this natural cage, starch hydrates but doesn't fully burst or lose structure. That's why pasta, even during gelatinization, stays firm and elastic. A small amount of starch doesn't escape into the water, making it cloudy, but must remain trapped inside the protein network. This exact balance of internal hydration and external resistance is what gives us the texture everyone wants, pasta al dente. When rice or pasta cooks, some starch detaches from the surface and disperses in the hot water. Their tiny starch particles stay suspended, reflect light, and make the water appear white or cloudy. The more the food moves or the longer it cooks, the more starch gets released. Food types matters too. Rice with more amylopectin releases more starch. Artisanal or raw texture pasta also releases more particles. Cloudy water is not a bad sign. It shows that the starch has begun to hydrate and modify its structure, exactly as it should during cooking. During cooking, heat acts as the engine that speeds up starch transformation. Higher temperatures make molecules move faster, granules open more easily, and the food absorbs water more quickly. Time is just as important. Too little time, granules don't fully hydrate. Exactly time, structure soften without losing firmness. Too much time, granules weakness, release more starch, and texture becoming mushy. The amount of water also affects the speed of these changes. More available water means faster hydration and a quicker transformation of the starch. This is why every type of rice and every type of pasta has an ideal cooking range. It's where time, temperature, and water absorption work together to give the best texture. When pasta or grains cook, some of the surface starch gelatinizes and forms a sticky layer. If the food cools without movement or without oil or sauce, this layer works like natural glue. More surface starch release, higher chance of sticking. That's why stirring during the first minutes and mixing after draining helps keep everything separated.
The kitchen is a real laboratory. Every time you boil rice or pasta, chemical transformation takes place. Ones we don't see, but that define everything, from how they absorb water to how they start behave during cooking. If you enjoyed this video and the information we shared, and you want to keep learning about science applied to your kitchen, give it a like, share it, and follow me on my social media. See you in the next one from Quimiqueando con la Doctora Bere. Bye bye, Quimi lovers!